Good evening, everyone. I'm Joanne Cunningham, and I serve as the chairwoman of the Albany County Legislature. In accordance with the governing law, we are holding a public hearing on Local Law B for 2024. Pursuant to our rules, members of the public must refrain from questioning legislators, and legislators must refrain from questioning you. Speakers will be called in the order their names appear on the sign-up sheet, and they are permitted 5 minutes to express their views. I'll ask the clerk to please call the roll.
Beston. Bergdorf. Clay. Clary.
Here.
Collins. Camiso. Conway. Cunningham.
Here.
Demolowitz. Drake. Efacoro. Ethier. Feeney. Fine. Grimm. Andrew Joyce. Ray Joyce. Cohn. LaRillard. Lakakis. Lockhart. Murriello. Mayo. McLaughlin. McLean Lane. Miller. Petto. Purley. Plosky. Reedy. Reinhardt. Ricard. Robinson. Rosano. Simpson. Smith. Ward. Whalen. Willingham. 27 present.
Thank you, clerk. Clerk, please read resolution number 74 for 2024.
Resolved by the County Legislature of the County of Albany that a public hearing on proposed local law number B for 2024, a local law of the County of Albany, New York, amending Chapter 288 of the Albany County Code to ban speed contests and stunt behavior, to be held by the Albany County Legislature at 7:15 p.m. on Tuesday, March 26, 2024, with participation information to be made available on the Albany County website, and the clerk of the county legislature is directed to cause notice of such hearing to be published containing the necessary information in accordance with the applicable provisions of law. Affidavits of publication are on file in the clerk's office.
Clerk, please read the first name.
Carol Waterman.
Hello. Corey Maddox and Malalito Bass. They were alive the last time I was here. They're dead now. They were spectators at one of those drag racing, whatever you're calling them now, kind of things. They weren't involved in it, they were spectators. Now, it turns out that the majority of people who die from those events, okay, they're not drivers. They're spectators, and a strong case could be made that spectators are enablers of these, because no spectators, they typically don't race. Spectators, passengers, of course, uninvolved drivers, and pedestrians. Also at risk, of course, are first responders who end up having to deal with all of this. All of these, they're preventable causes of many deaths. So, of course, I was glad to see Local Law B. Thank you, Matt. And I do have some concerns about it, though. Specifically, the fines. My reaction when I first looked at them was these are way too low. But what do I know? I mean, I'd never researched this topic before, or quite frankly, thought much about it. But it's not just me who thinks they're way too low, okay? I mean, they're risking killing people, okay? I'm sorry, $500 is not enough. Now, it turns out that some states and a county agreed with me about this because California and Texas both allow fines up to $4,000 for a first offense, plus jail time. They also, of course, impound the vehicles and nobody's going to get them back. If you're within 200 feet of one of these events, they're talking about spectators here, you can get a $1,000 fine. Now, Suffolk County has really come down strongly on this. Specifically, they are calling it a misdemeanor, and yeah, the fine is only up to $600. We're close on that. However, it carries a prison sentence of up to 6 months. Now, by the way, for a second violation, they can get up to 1 year in prison. I never realized before, but I know it now, that this is really a big business, complete with paying registration fees, selling of merchandise. I mean, it's like a corporate, well, it is like a corporation, except it isn't, okay? Except they're doing the same kind of thing. One of the things I like very much about Local Law B, by the way, is that violators are responsible. If they injure somebody or create property damage, they are liable for payment for all of that. Now, another concern that I have here is I learned that 13% of adolescents have said that they have driven in these events. And I know you're not allowed to talk to me, Matt, but I have a question about how this gets dealt with. I mean, these fines, everything else I described.
30 seconds.
Oh, thank you. It's not going to work for this. So, anyway, stiff consequences like they have in Suffolk, California, Texas, okay? They're not only a deterrent, but I think they send a very important message. And Local Law B sends a message too, of course. I just would like to see it sent a stronger one. Thank you for listening.
There are no more speakers.
Is there anyone else in the chamber who wishes to speak on Local Law B for 2024? Hearing none, the public hearing is now closed. That wraps up tonight's hearing. Can I have a motion to adjourn? Motion. So move, Jeff Coon. We have Wanda as a second. All in favor? Any opposed? Meeting is adjourned.